There are several improvements that Suits LA will never get to make after the series cancellation, but episode 12 hints at one future possibility in particular that fans will sadly never get to see. One of the more divisive issues with the recently concluded spin-off was the Suits LA cast, which many fans of the original series found more difficult to embrace than the characters they already knew. Alongside the somewhat fractured storytelling approach, the new characters played an unfortunate role in accounting for Suits LA's poor ratings. However, as can often be expected from most spin-offs with only a few notable exceptions, characters from the original series tend to make at least occasional appearances in expanded media. Suits LA has been no exception, as both Harvey Specter and Louis Litt from Suits appear over the course of Suits LA Season 1. While Harvey appears over a multi-episode arc that settles one of the biggest plotlines of the season, it's Louis' single appearance in episode 12 that truly reveals what fans will miss out on now that Suits LA Season 2 is cancelled. Suits LA episode 12 reveals where Louis and Harvey stand with each other now. Louis discusses their relationship at length with Stuart. Harvey and Louis are among the best characters in Suits for a variety of reasons, but what makes the two characters particularly strong is their relationship with one another. They worked extremely well as enemies, yet they somehow work even better as friends. That's what makes it so reassuring when Suits LA episode 12 confirms that Louis and Harvey are still on good terms with each other. Granted, Louis isn't entirely forthcoming about that particular piece of information. For roughly half of Suits LA episode 12, Angry Sylvester, Louis complains about the numerous times Harvey has sparked his ire. He mentions Harvey throwing him into a table, dating his sister, and speaking ill of Litt's Mankini from Suits Season 9. Later in the episode, it appears that Louis still even harbors some professional envy when it comes to Harvey. Nonetheless, Louis also reveals that Harvey is his first call when he's struggling with his personal life, which could have opened the door for something many fans wanted to see the moment Louis and Harvey's cameos were announced. Harvey Specter and Louis Litt could have appeared together in Suits LA Season 2. They both have connections to what is now a single firm. Louis and Harvey standing next to each other in Suits. Despite numerous criticisms concerning Suits LA's weak and confusing premise, there seemed to be very little of that problem when Harvey and Louis showed up. The Pellegrini storyline kicks into high gear and moves forward quickly once Harvey gets involved, and Louis Litt's chance meeting with Stuart Lane is a simple enough story from the start. More importantly, creator Aaron Korsh has significantly more experience with these characters. That's why watching them both interact with Ted and Stuart in Suits LA Season 2 would have made for the series' most effective fan service. The road for those interactions was even paved. Harvey and Ted already went way back, and now Stuart has a relationship with Louis as well. Additionally, the Suits LA Season 1 finale ends with Ted, Stuart, and Samantha deciding to go through with the merger they'd abandoned at the start of the series. The chance that two main characters each from both Suits and Suits LA might eventually work together on a case became so much stronger in the series' final moments. Regrettably, the showrunners had good reason not to reunite Harvey and Louis while they still had the chance. Why Suits LA never reuniting Harvey and Louis worked for the series? Less had to be considered more in Suits LA Season 1. Rick Hoffman as Louis Litt in Suits LA. Putting aside the fact that bringing back Gabriel Markt and Rick Hoffman to reprise their respective roles as Harvey and Louis would raise the talent budget by quite a bit for a first-season episode, it was important for Suits LA to take things slow when it came to balancing new and returning characters. Louis Litt's Suits storyline gets a little bit of an update, as does Harvey's in his own Suits LA episodes, and it makes more sense to follow up on the characters individually this way before throwing them into a major storyline together. It was also vital for the spin-off to better establish its own characters before drawing attention from them by parading around too many cameos. Harvey Specter and Louis Litt made for a memorable duo, but Suits LA needed to give Ted and Stuart more time to develop before they'd stand a chance at holding the spotlight in a room with both Specter and Litt. Fans may not have gotten the reunion they wanted, but Harvey got to play Batman while Louis got a whole episode to chew the scenery. It wasn't the worst send-off two fan-favorite characters could have received.